Hey guys, I'm about to try and solve 12 hard riddles. Do you guys want to help me?
Yeah!
Yeah, I knew you would want to help me. Yeah, I knew you and you and you would want to help me. But if you want to try and help me, you've got to smash 50,000 likes and 20,000 subscribers. Anyway, let's try and solve 12 riddles. Okay, riddle number 1.
A problem in the jungle. You're traveling through the jungle all on your own. One morning, you find out that you're almost out of water. You can get more water from one of 4 sources: a juicy cactus, a pond with salty seawater, a clear, still lake, or a silty stream. What source of water will you choose to fill your filter water bottle with? 10 seconds to decide.
I think the lake is the healthiest because it actually looks the healthiest to me. Because it just looks the healthiest to me.
Most cacti are toxic, and instead of quenching your thirst, you'll have a severe stomachache.
It's not the cactus.
Salty seawater will dehydrate you.
It's not the
Stagnant
pond.
water in the still lake is swarming with all kinds of bacteria, and drinking it is extremely dangerous.
Oh, I didn't know
Thus,
you could
your
catch
best
disease
choice
from
would
a
be the
lake.
silty stream. It contains nothing your filter water bottle can't neutralize.
Okay, what's riddle number 2?
A road accident. A truck, a man riding a horse, and a motorcycle are waiting on the road for the green light. Suddenly, the truck driver drops his cell phone on the horn. The loud noise scares the horse, and it bites the motorcyclist's ear. Shocked and in pain, the man unwittingly moves his motorcycle and causes an accident. But which person actually broke the law? You have 10 seconds to figure it out.
I think the driver that ran into the motorcycle broke the law because he should have been looking that the motorcycle would have ran into the road.
It's the motorcyclist, because he isn't wearing a helmet while driving.
Dang it!
A forest escape. You're lost in a forest. It's getting dark, and very soon wild animals will start their hunt. There are 4 roads you can choose from: the north, south, west, and east. But the north path will take you to a supermassive black hole ready to swallow you up. The south road goes through a lake full of huge whale sharks. If you take the west road, you'll end up at the edge of a ginormous hole in the ground which can't be crossed, even with the help of a rope. And the east path will bring you to a sky-high mountain which is impossible to climb over. You have 10 seconds to choose your way.
I think I'm gonna pick the mountain because you can climb around the mountain, not on top of the mountain. Do you get it? Like, if it's small enough, you can climb around the mountain.
You need to follow the south road. Whale sharks present no threat to people, and they'll let you swim across the lake without any problems.
I ain't going through sharks. You can do what you guys want to do. I ain't going through sharks. Number 4, what is it?
Trapped by a psycho. A psycho caught you and let you choose where you'd have to stay on your own for the following 3 weeks. If you manage to survive, he'll set you free. He gave you 3 options: a desert full of cacti, a sunny field with flowers, a banana and a glass of water, and a beach under stormy skies, surrounded by sharp cliffs and hit by high waves. Where do you have the best chances to survive?
I think the correct answer is the beach, so because you can get fish from the water and you can drink rainwater. I've never done that before, but it'll probably be the best option.
In a desert, there's no water, and you won't last long. 1 banana and a glass of water won't help you to survive for 3 weeks. Your only choice is the beach.
Yes!
The sea will provide you with food, and since the weather is cloudy, you'll be able to drink rainwater.
I got 1 correct out of 12. Yes! It's the beach. Okay. Number 5.
A scary castle. One night, you find yourself stuck in an old, spooky castle. You hear someone chasing after you, and you run faster and faster, but suddenly, a dead end. However, as your eyes adjust, you notice 3 doors in the wall. But behind each door, there are some horrifying creatures. The first door hides zombies. Werewolves are behind the second one, and if you open the third door, you'll come face to face with bloodthirsty vampires. Which door should you open to have a chance to survive?
I actually think the correct answer is down the middle. I know something about wolves. They only turn into wolves when it's nighttime. Well, like a full moon.
Escape through the second door. The moon is waxing at the moment, and werewolves only transform during a full moon.
Yes! 2 out of 12. Yes! 6. Number 6.
A wicked kidnapper. You're kidnapped and held in a basement by a crazy professor. But the basement has 3 doors, and one of them leads to freedom. The professor leaves, and you get to open the doors one by one. Behind the first door, there's a dense jungle full of deadly creatures. Behind the second door, there's a gigantic fire-breathing dino that could burn you alive. And behind the third door, you see a lake of ice water that freezes everything in several seconds. How can you escape?
I'm sure it will be the poisonous forest one, because you could like whack the animals with something, like you might have a stick.
Walk out through the second door. Dinosaurs can't breathe fire. Number 7. The Attic Mystery. Mark and James played in the attic where it was dark and dirty. But when they came down, only Mark's face was covered in dust, while James' face was miraculously clean. However, it was James who went and washed his face. You have 10 seconds to figure out why.
I honestly do not have a clue. I do not have a clue why. Actually, I don't have a clue. What? What is it?
James looked at Mark's face and thought that he was dirty too. At the same time, when Mark looked at James, whose face was spotless, he decided he was just as clean.
Oh, now I get it.
Number 8. A treasure hunt. A treasure hunter got lost in a forest, but after he had been walking for some time, he noticed a crossroad with a big stone in the middle. There was a note on this stone which read 4 + no 5. The man realized that the sign must be showing the direction toward the treasure, but it was written in some tricky cipher. Can you help the treasure hunter to decipher the code?
I know this trick, because if you turn all of that upside down, it'll say south. Look, you'll see, it'll show you, it'll say south if you turn it upside down. Look.
The man
gotta
should
be
turn the
right.
note upside down.
Yeah, see?
Then it will read
Ow.
south. That's where the
Yeah,
treasure
see?
is.
3 out of 12 correct. Number 9.
An escape from a locked house. You got kidnapped and locked in a stone house. However, there are 4 doors you can escape through. But behind the first door, it's extremely cold, and if you choose to go that way, you'll turn into a block of ice in a matter of seconds. The second door opens into a water tank swarming with hungry sharks. Behind the third door, the sun shines so brightly that it burns everything in no time. And the room behind the fourth door is filled with toxic gas that won't let you breathe. Is there a way to escape? You have 10 seconds to figure it out.
I think the right option is to go with the shark one, because you know in the third round, you could go through the whale shark, so I'm assuming you could go.
Wait until the evening when the sun goes down and escape through the third door. Dropped into a pit. One day, John was caught by a maniac and thrown into a 20-foot deep pit. The maniac told him that in 5 minutes, the pit would start to fill with water. John was horror-struck because he can't swim. He looked around and noticed that on the bottom of the pit, there was a 6-foot-long rope, a 4-foot-tall wooden barrel, and a 3-foot-tall metal safe. John himself was 6 feet tall. How could he use these objects to get out of the pit alive? You have 10 seconds to help the poor man.
I think he could stand on the barrel, so he could go on the barrel.
John should hold on to the barrel when the water starts to rise. It'll help him to stay afloat and take him to the surface.
That could be an idea too.
11. A cafe theft. Look at this picture. 10 minutes before it was taken, Someone from this photo had stolen all the money from the cafe on the beach. However, all these people claim that none of them had visited the cafe in the last 10 minutes. Who's the thief?
Oh, I think it's the one next to the woman, because he probably stole the things that he's holding and the things that make what's there.
The thief is the man with an ice cream. If he had bought it more than 10 minutes ago, it would have already melted, or the man would have already eaten it.
Oh.
12. A prison escape. Matt escaped from prison by digging a long tunnel in the floor of his cell. He'd been crawling through the underground tunnel for 3 hours when he saw that the main tunnel divided into 3 smaller ones. But the first one was on fire, and the second tunnel was home to a nest of venomous snakes. The third tunnel was set with explosives. How can Matt escape?
He could pick some dirt and sprinkle it over the fire to take out the fire. Yeah, I think I'm correct.
Matt should opt for the first tunnel. He can walk through it after he puts out the fire with dirt.
Yes! Oh, I think that's the end of the video. Anyway, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to smash that like button, 50,000 likes and 20,000 subscribers. Oh, and also check out my Chopee's Universe merch and my beanie. It's very good and it keeps you very nice and hot in the cold. Anyway, see you in the next episode of Chopee's Universe!